Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties, and we are celebrating the 2-year anniversary of Paint Party Headquarters. So, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, PPHQ!
Happy birthday, Paint Party Headquarters. So, with that, today I'm going to be teaching a start to finish, step by step, how to do this really cute flamingo. And we're also going to be celebrating through the week here some of our Paint Party Headquarter members. So I posted, hey guys, go ahead and tell me hi when you get on here. I'd love to know that you're on, you're watching, and you are celebrating the 2-year anniversary. So I am so excited to have y'all here. I said so way too many times. And Blue is very excited too. Did he eat the ice cream?
No, he tried to.
Blue's very excited. Okay, so again, I'm going to be teaching you this step by step from start to finish. Let me know if you are interested in learning how to learn a flamingo painting. Let me know. And then also, that'll happen in just a second, but I wanted to first off just say you are able to officially join Paint Party Headquarters. All you have to do is type in the comments the word join, and you will get a little thing right back. What are y'all doing back there?
He's trying to eat this stuff. So he'd go for this, and then I'd be like, no, and then he'd go for that.
What?
I'm Pixie.
I forgot.
And I'm Bobby, hey!
Hello.
I forgot
And
to
this is
introduce
Blue.
them. I just assumed. Yeah. Some of y'all are new probably. How many of y'all on here are watching that are new?
This is the family.
Yes, this is the family, and we have Blue. He's always in the art studio, so very excited. Okay, so we want to highlight a couple of our Paint Party Headquarters sisters. Don't worry, we are going to be highlighting more of you throughout the week. So this is, we open the doors a couple times a year to Paint Party Headquarters to the public, and this is one of those times. So we won't open again until the fall, and the price will go way up because we have added so much stuff for online. So let's go ahead, let's have Bobby start. So we're gonna be highlighting some of you from Paint Party Headquarters, big and small. So Blue's ready to read. Okay.
Yes, Blue's gonna read it. Are you ready? Blue, they can't understand you. I'll read it for you. All right, here we go. All right, so this is Melissa Green with Carolina Art and Soul. And she says, I started my business a year ago in April. Now I just launched an online painting membership group and joined Tribe. I'm so excited about the future. Finding Heidi and PPHQ was a godsend to me. A huge answer to prayer. Pulled me out of a dark place and gave me hope and purpose. Heidi was so open and willing to share her knowledge. She truly wants us all to succeed, and that is so rare. I have earned so much and gained some amazing friends in this group of women. Now I have connections, lifelong friendships, and a mentor willing to stop what she is doing if we need help. Thanks just isn't enough. I will always be grateful. Well, thank you, Melissa. And so true.
Melissa's so awesome.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, she gives and gives and gives and gives.
He's probably like, come on, Heidi, go to bed. Stop. He's like, stop answering stuff on Facebook and go to bed. Okay, so we're going to have Melissa. We're going to have Pixie, my daughter. Go ahead and read the next one. We'll kind of alternate.
Okay. I might be saying this wrong. Yesenia.
You guys say it kind of loud.
Yesenia Rodriguez from Bliss Art. I'm Yesenia with Bliss Art. I'm grateful to be part of this community of creative women. I love painting, and my goal is to teach paint parties and virtual art lessons full time. I started more than a year ago, and it's been a journey.
Awesome. Okay, and I'm going to share from Laura Gilpin. She says, started this journey and didn't know much with it until I went to Paint Party Business Live. Then really started doing what Heidi said to do and booked lots of parties. Had a blast. March and April, I had 12 parties booked, and then COVID-19 happened. Heidi came through again and taught us how to pivot with kits and virtual paint parties. What an amazing mentor. Very caring, giving, and doing is what God has led her to do. Getting ready to do membership launch this weekend, and none of this would have happened without you, Heidi, and what she has taught me. Love you, Heidi, and all you do for us. Thank you, Laura. Guys, again, this is not about like trying to say like, oh, go Heidi. This is really trying to show y'all what these women have done, especially in the past 60 days, okay? So Bobby's gonna share another one, and don't worry, in just a second, step by step, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do this. So thanks for hanging in there. I just wanted to really highlight these women.
My next one comes from Kim Story. She's with Kimmy Gale Creations. It says that right before this craziness hit the world, my paint party business was taking off big time. Heidi gave me the courage and tools to make it happen. I'm ready for it to open up and be able to continue this fun journey. Awesome.
Yay, awesome. Okay, and then Pixie, if you want to share one more, and then I'm going to share one last one, and then we'll get started.
So mine is from Kelly Ann, from Southwest Arts and Crafts in Australia. Hi, my name is Kelly McMeefan. My business is Southwest Arts and Crafts in Australia. I started my business at the end of last year, searching for a way to make my dreams a reality. I am a special needs education assistant, but felt that I was being called to take a different direction. I started with trying to do crafts with kids, but one day I put my headphones on, took a paintbrush, and discovered I could paint. Now I teach paint parties and art for relaxation. Though it is just in its beginning stages, I am feeling very hopeful. So glad I found Heidi. I feel I have a direction now, and I'm not just floundering around. Baby steps.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, and she's all the way from Australia. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so the last one I'm going to share today, and don't worry, we have more stories coming this week, but the last one I'm going to share, and as you can see, I'm starting to get paint ready because we're about to paint a flamingo. And those of you that are interested in joining Paint Party Headquarters, again, we open the doors today, so make sure you put join or PPHQ in the comments, and then you'll automatically get a link, or you can look at the description. Okay, this is from Jessie Crocker. She's Three Little Birds Paintings. That's her business name. Hey, Heidi Easley. Jessie here with Three Little Birds Paintings. I started with PPHQ last year. Not only has your team and the women here been a blessing to know, but it has also given me a confidence I didn't know I have. How many of y'all out there are lacking confidence? Let me know if you're one of those people lacking confidence. Since I've been with PPHQ, I've done countless in-person paint parties, paint kits, and began a series of my own artwork called Band of Gypsies. By the way, it is beautiful. I love it. I have recently been asked to put my personal artwork in an art gallery. The gallery found out about me from doing Facebook Lives. Anybody hear that? I talk about Facebook Lives all the time. Which I would have never considered doing if it hadn't been for you. I can believe it. I can't believe it. I'm over the moon. If I hadn't joined PPHQ, I'm not sure I would have ever been brave enough to show my artwork in public. Looking forward to many more years with this team of brilliant minds. Oh, Jessie, I am so excited. And her Band of Gypsies are just amazing. So, so cool. Okay, so we have a lot of people lacking self-confidence. I'm going to have a little talk about that too. So before my family goes, we just want to do one big last shout out of happy birthday to
happy
PPHQ.
birthday. Congratulations, ladies, on y'all's success. And also, I know Heidi will talk about it more later, but I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all you mothers and grandmas out there. Just a special day for y'all. And awesome. And did she say doors are open?
Doors are open.
Doors are open.
Doors are open.
Awesome.
Only for a few days because we closed the doors because, again, it takes a lot to do this. And so we want to get everybody in that needs our help, and then that way we can fully direct our help to all of y'all in Paint Party Headquarters. So we're really, really excited to share that information with y'all. So happy Mother's Day to everyone, and let's paint. All right, guys.
Hold on. No, go back the other way.
Go where?
Oh, it looks like I have bunny
Yeah,
ears.
she has bunny ears.
Go that way, like right
Yeah,
there. So cute.
Anyway, all right. Bye, guys. Have fun painting.
Bye.
All right, thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so Blue can, okay, I'll probably eat these later.
I'll eat them now.
You wanna, oh, Bobby's gonna eat them now. Okay, all right, let's make sure y'all can see this and make sure that we can see the Paint Party Headquarters Mother's Day. Let me move this over. because a lot of y'all have been waiting for this day, and it is here, okay? It's finally here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some confidence stuff. I'm also going to just remind y'all, if you are ready to join, you know, it's only $35 a month. The price will be going up in September when I open the doors again. And because the reason why is because we have added a zillion things more with paint parties. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I'm doing this. Let me go ahead and put this. I think I can do that right there so you can see it. Maybe? Is that okay? Bobby, we may have to move the Mother's Day sign to like right here. Maybe if you put it. Maybe if you put it right here. This side, like right behind me. I think.
Got it.
Sorry.
Cat-like reflexes.
Cat-like reflexes. Way to go, honey. Okay, now I think they can see part of that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Okay, awesome. Oh, yay, we have some people already joining. That's awesome. Okay, so when I woke up this morning, what do we have? Already over 100 people. Is that right? Over 100 people have already joined since this morning because I sent out the email.
Yep. Doing good.
So there's
on our way.
So already 100 new members, over 100 new members. So make sure when you come in, like we are a welcoming group. So here is, and you'll see some of the Paint Party Headquarters sisters on here now. I'm sure they're so excited to help you. So sugared peach and white, and I'm just going to divide this out. So again, I just want kind of the bottom part right here. And then while I'm painting and sharing, I will be answering some questions. But I also want y'all to know that that we tonight are having a big webinar. We can only fit 500 people in this webinar, and we've already had well over 1,000 register for it. So the reason I'm telling you that is if for some reason you try to go to it, it starts at 7 and you can't get in, don't freak out because I will be sending a replay, but I do want you to try to come, okay? Let's see. Yeah, there's so many people. We'll talk about confidence too. We'll talk about confidence. Let me give y'all just the next few steps so I can be talking about that while I go, because I know that's kind of a big thing. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to put my layer of bluish right here. So I'm going to use a Laguna. I'm also going to use Sea Breeze, and then as well as just a very, very small hint of yellow green. The reason I use yellow green is because I lived in Panama City Beach for almost 10 years. That's how my entrepreneurship started. And with that, we love the oceans there. Love them. I try to visit every single year still. My parents took me there as a kid every summer, and I just fell in love with it. So we moved there. I was pretty much there my whole 20s. And the beaches there have some like greenish tint to it. How many of y'all have been to those beaches? How many of y'all have been to like the Panama City Beach area? Or tell me your favorite beach. I know we were talking about, oh, Blue, come here, buddy. You can come sit by me. Come on. He's under my feet. Come on, buddy. There we go. Blue likes to kind of hang out. Can y'all see him? Let me see if y'all can see him. There he is. He wants to hang out with us in the art studio. Oh, Chris is already welcoming all the new Paint Party Headquarters sisters. Yeah, we do allow guys in the group, so don't let that scare you. But I find that we have pretty much, 800 girls and 2 guys. So it's usually, we do welcome you guys. It's totally fine, but just know that it is definitely women heavy. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of True Blue to go along the very top of this, just kind of like the back of this. And then basically tonight's webinar, and I'm going to go over just a little bit of that today while I'm painting, is going to be all about online paint parties. It's a masterclass, and the masterclass is called Paint Parties Online, and it's all about online paint parties. And I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks for how to get your online paint parties started, as well as a lot of the success we've had with art kits. We'll be talking about that. And see how I'm just adding in some of that yellow green? You can do a little figure 8 to get that blended. And then I'm gonna just dab into the white because I want that to be a little bit lighter. Everything's being done as a horizontal, so it looks like it's the ocean. How many of y'all are ready for the beach? Oh my gosh, so ready. Again, those of y'all that are just joining us, we are celebrating the 2-year anniversary of Paint Party Headquarters, where we have hundreds, we're getting close to the 1,000 mark of PPHQ sisters, and it's just a giant community of women who are all doing paint parties either in person, online, or through art kits. And so we're just a huge supportive group helping each other succeed through that. So earlier, if you're just tuning on, we shared a couple of the stories, and all week I'm gonna be sharing stories. So if you're a person who's ready to learn more about taking something you're good at, like creative and art and all of that great stuff, make sure you type in join or type in PPHQ because you'll get a link and you'll be able to see what it's all about. And then tonight at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing a live masterclass. It's not on Facebook, so you have to register. And the live masterclass, we may be able to put the link in here. If we don't have it in here, then we'll make sure we get it in here. But make sure you sign up early to come to that. So make sure you maybe come in like around 15 minutes early so that you can make sure you get a seat, because we have well over 1,000 registered and we only have enough for 500 seats. So I want to make sure those of you that are really interested get to come. Okay, so after that we have our beach. Now I'm going to take some white and I'm just going to take some of this sea breeze and just really kind of make it messy. I don't want it to be too perfect because I don't want it to look like the water, so I'm going to go in with more white, but I also don't want it to look like it's just a flat sky, okay? All right, so go ahead and do that. Just kind of grab some white. And then I want to hear from y'all, if you can put in the comments if you are scared to do a Facebook Live, okay? Because I'm going to talk about confidence regarding Facebook Lives. Because here is what I know for sure. Facebook Lives are the fastest way for those of you that are doing online paint parties, they're going to be the fastest way for you to do that, online paint parties. So, can y'all see that? Okay, good. So I want you to know with online paint parties and doing art kits and all of that, like, how many of y'all on here who have done a Facebook Live and almost threw up? Or waited like an hour because you were so nervous? How many of y'all are out there that do that? Oh, and Edith, go ahead and type join in the comments and then we'll send you a link so you can go ahead and join Paint Party Headquarters. So let me know in the comments if you're one of those people that is everything okay? Oh, okay, good. Let me know in the comments if you're one of those people that are terrified to do a Facebook Live. Oh, yay, Renee, I'm in. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I never know where to look, Michelle says. Yes, okay, so sometimes when I do the horizontal Facebook Lives, oh my gosh, I'm always looking this way and it looks like I'm not looking at you. It can be awkward, right? But what I have found over the years, because I've been doing Facebook Lives, I'm taking some white and just kind of adding it in. I've been doing Facebook Lives pretty much since Facebook Live started in 2016. Now, I just want you to wrap your mind around a couple of facts real quick. Facebook Live pretty much started, I think it was around April of 2016, okay? That is not very long ago. I think YouTube started around 2006. I mean, when you think about what has happened in just the shortest amount of time, Jesse says, I just repeated the same phrase 97 billion times. Just wanted to pop on here. 30 minutes later, I'm still saying that. Jesse, it's okay. I say the same stuff all the time. Here's what I want you to know about Facebook Lives. When you're first starting them, you really don't want, like right now, we have a lot of people watching. When you're first starting them, you really don't want like a lot of people watching because you want to be able to get like get your voice out, like know how to talk, know what you're trying to say. Because again, Facebook Lives are all about you, all about them. So when we're so nervous about what we're gonna say, what we're gonna do wrong, like if I was too nervous to talk, I wouldn't be able to teach you this flamingo painting, right? And by the way, anybody in Paint Party, do you like the black and white stripes? I love that. I think it adds so much. Anybody in Paint Party headquarters, remember, you have full rights to use this for online parties, in-person parties, and art kits. So I think that's been the beautiful thing that we have switched since all of this with COVID. Paint Party headquarters used to only be used for in-person parties. And then I, was having my parties canceled just as fast as everybody else's. So I was like, okay, what can I do to help these women succeed? And I know how to do online paint parties. I know how to do Facebook Lives. I know how to do all of these things. Why not help y'all do that as well? And so we kind of went on this whole thing. We filmed a brand new course called How to, sorry, I'm trying to get that little bit covered. We filmed a brand new course on how to teach a virtual paint party. Some of y'all have already taken that, and some of y'all are like ready to go with Paint Party headquarters. We also upgraded Paint Party headquarters to where you have a gold membership. So for that price of $35, literally, if you join today, you're gonna see me painting a whole bunch of stuff this week because I'm gonna be live a lot this week because the doors are open only till Thursday. And then, yeah, Jacqueline, so what'll happen is I will give you a template and I'll actually take pictures of all the colors I used and I'll put that inside of Paint Party headquarters so that you can immediately have access to it. So it's really, really cool because now not only can you do them in person, but you can like, oh, Heidi's Flamingo, I like that. Okay, let me grab that. And then I can immediately do a Facebook Live to do that same thing. Oh my gosh, Liz, welcome. We have something really cool that we're doing for all the new people that join, but it's not ready yet. So that's coming. Okay, and then while that's drying, I'm gonna just take some greens. Now I'm mixing a little bit of Hauser light green. Oh, you're so welcome, Jacqueline. Liz just joined, yay. We already have some people welcoming you. I see some likes by, yeah, if you join, make sure you put it because our Paint Party headquarter girls are the best of the best. And then this is a medium. And I'm just gonna take this and just right over here on the side, I just wanna kind of like, almost like seagrass. Nothing major. And you'll see how I do the template too. Because when you're teaching a paint party in person or online, you want to make it as easy as possible for people, okay? Easy as possible. Oh, that's awesome. Angel says, I'm in and I already have a live scheduled for a terrarium project today at 5. That is insane. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, so excited. Okay, I'm gonna also take a little bit of one of my new favorite colors, Mermaid Tail. I am pretty much almost out, so I'm gonna have to dip into the jar. I love this color. And then I'm just gonna add it into here. Just to kind of give it more of a whimsical look. Okay? All right, so I got some mermaid tail added. And then I'm gonna use some lighter pink to get this hibiscus going. So now, and remember, those of you that are coming on here, we're talking about some confidence with Facebook Lives, and we're also talking about how you can join Paint Party headquarters. Oh yeah, and I have a bonus. So if you join Paint Party headquarters before tomorrow night at midnight, I'm doing a special bonus meeting with you. Basically, it'll be coffee with Heidi at 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning to just like answer all of your questions. And if you don't know me too much yet, you will get to know me. We'll be face to face on a Zoom with anybody who joins between now and Monday night at midnight. And I'm one of those people, like I stay and answer questions until I cannot talk anymore. So I'm really, really excited about getting you started and going in the right direction. Okay, had to get a drink. All right, so now I'm gonna add my hibiscus. So I love, love, love painting hibiscus. One of my friends, Casey Hope, she sent me a message today, and she knew the doors were opening today. And she said, Heidi, and she's in Panama City Beach, where I used to live for 10 years. And she has a beach house in Panama City Beach. And she said, hey, I just wanted to send you some prayers for today, that it goes well. Because anytime you open the doors to something like this, you get very nervous. Like, you know, it's that feeling of rejection. Just like when you go live, you know, just because I've done this a lot, it does get easier, I promise, but you still have nerves. You still have that feeling of like, will anybody want to paint a flamingo with me? Will anybody want to join Paint Party headquarters? Like, you still, you know, as a human, you still have those nerves, right? And so she sent me a picture of where my booth used to be, where I painted all my surfboards. And she said, here's where it all began. Good luck today, and I'll be praying for you. And I was just like, oh, that was so awesome, because that's where it all started. Like, that's where I started, you know, my entrepreneurship journey was doing those surfboards. And so it was really cool to get a message first thing this morning. So thank you, Casey. She's a friend of mine. She owns the Pizzazz Art Studio, and she runs Whatever Letter. Really, really awesome lady. Okay, so I'm adding this pink. Now, this is called Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy. Oh, Liz says she painted her first hibiscus yesterday. Hey, Melissa, my cousin's on here. Hey, Faye, good to see y'all. And then remember, if you're ready to join Paint Party headquarters, go ahead and type the word join, and you're going to get a direct message that will give you a link so you can see everything that's included on there. And then tonight I'll be going even more details. So if you're like not real sure, I'll talk about it a little bit on here, but I'll have a lot. I'll be talking about a lot of it tonight on the webinar, on the masterclass. Okay, so kind of get your flamingo, your lighter pink, and I'm going with kind of a lighter color. Oh, Sheila McPhee, welcome. That's awesome. I'm so glad you joined. We are so excited to have y'all. So I just want to say, the thing about the fear, whenever you're doing anything new, we automatically, how many of us, like, we try something new, and I'm adding, just so y'all know, a royal fuchsia right here. Okay. Oh, it looks like Elizabeth's going to join. Very excited. So cool. So whenever you're doing something new, here's what people automatically think. I don't know if it's because as adults we think when we try something, we should automatically be great at it. You know, like we shouldn't be able to fail. Like we should be able to immediately do it. And I can tell you, man, my first Facebook Lives were a disaster. I still have some that are embarrassing. But especially my first ones, oh my gosh. And even whenever, you know, back in the day when I was trying to film videos, because I taught online, you know, teaching online for a while, and it looked like I was high. Like I was so, hello, wonderful students. I'm going to teach you some technology today. I mean, like, there was something wrong with me. Like, I don't know what was going on. And I mean, I just was like a mess. I was a disaster. And so for a lot of times, a lot of months when I did my lives, now I know a lot more tricks and a lot of tips that I help you with. But I did my lives for a long time with just really no energy. I didn't even know how. Like right now, for example, my energy is amped 30% at least. I mean, it is amped up, because if not, it would look like, you know, if I was talking to my husband right now, I'd be like, how's it going? Good. You know, it would be just more of a conversation, right? But when you're on a Facebook Live, you have to amp your energy. You have to get that up. And so what happens is that you start to gain that confidence. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Adrienne, I'm so happy. She says it took me 2 tries to get the flowers right on the mason jar, but now it's so pretty. Yes, you have to like know that sometimes you don't just get it right at the very beginning. And I think sometimes in this world of we need to make it happen right now. And if I try an online paint party and it doesn't happen the first time I do it, I quit, right? That's that kind of mentality we have. But what I want to show y'all is that if you have the discipline and the consistency, of continually doing the things that I'm going to teach you in Paint Party Headquarters. Remember, Paint Party Headquarters is all about teaching you how to make money doing paint parties, in person, art kits, as well as now we have added online. So now for $35 a month, you are getting access to anything that I create to use for online. Just that alone. That's why I was like, okay, I'm not gonna raise the price this time, but September, the price is getting raised. So you will be grandfathered in at that price. So make sure if you're like, yeah, I've been really interested in this, guys, it's $35 a month. I can teach you how to sell some art kits and do some Facebook Lives. Just that alone is going to help you with your business. And the coolest thing that I found too is a lot of people are like, just the marketing side of things have been helping them. Because I've also learned, as a creative, is this you? Let me know in the comments if this is you, because this is totally me. We are sensitive souls. We get our feelings hurt, don't we? We feel more than the average person. It's hard to let things just roll off our back. For example, I can have 200 people say, your flamingo's beautiful, you did a great job. And I can have one mean person say something ugly. And for some reason, I don't listen to any of the 200 good things, but that one sticks out. Does anybody ever have that happen? Or am I the only one? Right? Am I the only one for that? I don't think so. Let me know in the comments. Kimberly says, we all want instant gratification and not work so hard for it, but this is going to be a bit of work and dedication. Yeah, anything great takes time. Anything great takes time. And so I have my hibiscus kind of started. I'm going to add some details. Is that Lene? Oh my gosh, congrats. Welcome. We have another new member. Okay, so I am going to put this stencil here, which in Paint Party Headquarters, you'll have access to this stencil. Robin, awesome. So to join, go ahead and just type join in the comments, and then you're going to get an automatic message, a direct link on how to join. But yeah, there's so much time, and all I'm doing, guys, and if you're doing this at a paint party or an online paint party, provide this tracer, okay? You can also use carbon paper and put it over it. You could just print out the tracer I'm going to give you in Paint Party Headquarters, put carbon paper, and then just go straight there. Yeah, Susan says, I remember, let's see what she says. I remember in high school, I failed my speech class. Then years later, as a master educator, I taught 300 students. I just got up there and started talking and saying weird stuff. To this day, the students remember that day and still tease me about it. It was a memorable day. That's awesome. I can't wait to tell you my speech story. Debbie, welcome. Debbie just joined. So exciting. Oh, Deborah just joined. Yay. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, of course, you're going to have access to 2 years worth of information and 2 years worth of paintings. But I want you, when you join, to not be overwhelmed, because I am going to be hand-holding you all the way and helping you. And remember, this isn't a paint party adventure. This isn't just I'm 3 seconds in, I just joined, now I'm supposed to make $4,000. No. Calm down. I'm going to teach you, okay? Oh, Deborah just joined. Welcome. Hey, all of my Paint Party Headquarters members on here, if you'll help me welcome them as they come in. I don't want to miss anybody. Christine says, that's me, 300, and you're doing great. And one person that is very close to me saying something negative, and I get super bummed. Yeah, I have definitely done many talks about not telling everybody your dreams. I know that sounds weird, but especially your close family and friends. So I have some huge goals this year, and I keep a journal and I write to God. I call it Co-Creating with God. There's a book also called Co-Creating with God. And so in this journal, nobody's allowed to read it. It's a journal between me and God, and I write letters to God. And it's specifically letters to God about my family and my business and thank yous and all of these things. And the reason I started this, and I don't want to get emotional because I'm just going to try not to get emotional, but the reason I started this is because we have, and it's not just me. You have these big dreams, right? Like you have, like those of you that are like me, like we have this burning desire in our gut, and it doesn't matter how much we push it down, we cannot stop it. And so even the people who, you know, like a lot of our paint party headquarters sisters, we, you know, I did this for a long time. I worked full time as a teacher, and I did paint parties on the side, and I built it up. I am never, ever, ever, ever going to be that person that just says, quit your full-time job and entrepreneurship is easy and it just goes like this. No. Entrepreneurship is like this, and that's why I am here to hold your hand and to help you through that. Because I've been through so many years of it now, I know the cycle. But I also know a lot of our members are full-time, you know, they're nurses, they're, thank you by the way, all the nurses, they're teachers, they're working as a tax accountant, they're doing this on the side with the hopes of maybe eventually doing something like this full-time. But here's the thing, you have to build it up. It's just like anything. You don't go take a job and immediately get to the top. It's the same thing with being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is not for the weak. I can tell you that over and over. It is not for the weak. But those of you that have it in your gut and you're like, I got to do this. I got to do this. And I remember I was teaching full time in Frisco. And I had this, I'm not going to do the legs all the way. So I'm just tracing that, and then I'm going to draw in the legs. Okay. So I got my little tracer, which in Paint Party Headquarters, I'll make sure to give y'all that. So I have my start of my flamingo, and then I'll show you how to draw the legs. But I remember I was teaching in Frisco, and great school district, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then I felt bad because since I was 14 years old, I wanted to be an art teacher. And I finally got my dream. Like, I was an art teacher. I was teaching in the great, I love the school district. I was getting paid a great salary. I had the summers off. I had a room with a window, which if you're a teacher and you have a room with a window, you know how important that is. Oh, welcome. We have another one that joined. Robin, welcome. All of these great things were happening, and I felt guilty. Like, I totally felt guilty for wanting more. I was like, how dare I? Like, I prayed for this, and I got this dream. And here I am teaching, and how dare I want more? And I kept, like, battling with that. Hold on. I gotta get some more pink. Okay, so I'm using carousel pink and royal fuchsia. I just want to make sure y'all know. And I battled with that for a long time. And I remember still to this day, I was in the kitchen where we lived, in Pilot Point, and I was like in tears talking to my husband. And by the way, he is the greatest because he's so supportive of all my crazy ideas. Thank goodness for him. And he literally, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't shake this. Like, at that time I was already doing, I taught in Frisco for several years. And at that time I was already doing paint parties pretty much full time. Like, it was kind of taking over my life. And I just kept going, I think I'm supposed to do something else. Not that being a teacher, there's anything wrong with that, because being a teacher is one of the greatest jobs ever, and I loved it. But I just kept having this feeling in my gut. And those of you that are entrepreneur type spirits, you know what I'm feeling. Like, let me know if you're that person. Let me know with a yes in the comments if you know you're that person. And I just kept having this feeling of like, I'm supposed to do, I know God has this plan for me, but I don't know exactly what to do. And I remember just like battling with myself. And then something cool happened. So I was teaching I had fifth grade. Well, I taught kinder through fifth grade. We had 850 students that would come through every week. So it was definitely a cattle call. It was very exhausting. And I had art club because, of course, I don't just do anything part way. I had to have an art club too, and I had to do this and that and add all these extra things. Well, I would come in early on Fridays and we would meet for art club for the 5th graders. Well, I was standing in the doorway and I was letting all the 5th graders go back to their class. And all of a sudden, I just clearly heard from God. It was like, oh my gosh. It's like when you accomplish one dream, it's like now you're able to dream something else. And so for me, I was sitting there with this guilt of how dare I dream more? I got exactly what I want, right? How dare I dream more? And then all of a sudden it was like, wait a minute. I got the dream I wanted. Now I can dream even bigger. And so I thought that was really, really cool. And so since then I was like, okay, I hear ya. I'm going to be adding some cotton candy just to make it a little bit, just a little bit. And then the other thing is your journals. So how many of y'all have started journaling or writing to God your dreams? Has anybody on here started writing their dreams to God? And those of y'all that are just joining, if you're ready to join Paint Party Headquarters, just type the word join and we'll send you a link so you can sign up and be grandfathered in at the $35. So I started this journal and nobody's allowed to read it. It's just between me and God. And it's really dedicated to me. And I'm just kind of adding in little hints here and there. It's really dedicated to me, like being open and honest, because it says in the Bible, ask, pray big, expect miracles. Like there's so many things in the Bible where God talks about we can ask for things. And so, of course, I'm being grateful in that journal as well. But also, I want y'all to know, the messages, yes. I love writing messages on my arm. So here's the one for today. You are worthy. So if anybody needs to hear that today. Great, now I want some cotton candy. I know, me too. So definitely get your journal and make it only for you to read. And then I dedicated that to writing letters to God and to also co-creating Texas Art and Soul, Paint Party Headquarters, to whatever he wants this to be about him. Like how can I honor God through sharing God's love through art? How can I do that? And so I think sometimes, again, we forget that we've got to put God first in our business. A lot of times we want to separate the two, and you can't separate the two. For those of you that are praying girls like me, there's no way I can separate it. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of the pink and just bring this down for the feet. So for the legs, I guess I should say. So this one, I'm just going to go straight down. And I'm using my pinky to kind of help hold it. And then this one, I'm just going to go out and then back over. So I'm using a liner brush. Make a little knob. A little knob here. And then I'm just going to kind of do some little feet. Now, I'm not going to go real detailed on the feet because it could get weird. It could get really weird. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of that. All right, and then now I'm going to add in just a little bit of light pink here. I'm not rinsing my brush. I'm going back to that cotton candy. Just bringing in some light pink. And then I'm going to add some black into here too. I'm just kind of going back and forth to my to my painting so I can make sure that I don't miss that. Let's see, Patty says, amen. That's what I love about Heidi Easley. She's not afraid to share her faith. Yeah, I'm a talker. You either love me or hate me. So just a heads up. I definitely tend to overshare. So if you're a person who does not like the oversharing, you may want to change the station because I tend to overshare. Okay, so now I'm going to add just little hints of white. So right here, I'm just adding in some white. And just with a liner brush, and again, this is just having fun with it, no big deal. I'm going to add a little bit on the right side Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, let me know. Those of you that are already in Paint Party headquarters, go ahead and do just let me know that you're on here, because I am excited for you to start using this flamingo right away, because I think he's kind of cute. I think it'll be a good one for your online paint parties too. I'm going to take this and then just kind of blob in some big white chunks. Nothing major. Like that, okay? And then just kind of making sure I have enough white where I want it. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of white here and a little bit of white here, okay? All right, and oh, I forgot. I'm going to put some white in the seagrass too. Welcome to the best sisterhood ever. Oh yeah, I got to tell y'all something about that. Okay, so real quick, those of y'all that are like, what the heck is Paint Party headquarters? So basically, it's not just a painting membership, although we do have 2 years of paintings available for you to use. We actually have one of our members who's a graphic designer. We pay her every month so that she can make the painting we have for the month really beautiful. So it's like a drag and drop. It's so, so cool. So for example, let's say you want to immediately what was the one we just released? We just released the pineapple, but we also released something else. Paint Party Headquarters Sisters, what was the most recent one I released? I can't remember what it was. In May. Flamingo. Yeah, this one's being released right now, Renee. Good job. Whatever it is. Oh, welcome, Rose. She just joined. Awesome. But yes, what happens is, let's say, for example, the pineapple that we just released. It's like a drag and drop go. So for example, the margarita. So the margarita, we had, I sometimes have guest artists in there. So Tamara Bennett was one of our guest artists. And then we also released the butterfly. So we have tons and tons of paintings. So basically, I'm going to use a little bit of black. So basically, Paint Party Headquarters was designed out of a need that I really had. So for example, oh, thank y'all. You're awesome. My brain went haywire. A need that I had. So for example, when I first started teaching paint parties, there was nobody out there that you could pay that would help you, give you all of the details, everything you need to make it easier. And so what really drives me is what keeps me up at night is when, for example, Susan, who now is at 1,600 freaking art kits, she has sold, not $1,600. Susan has sold over 1,600 art kits. Take a in just 6 weeks. But what keeps me up at night is people like Susan, who is able to sell 1,600 art kits, and then we have another Paint Party Headquarter member who is struggling. So those are the kinds of things that keep me up at night. And what I always find is it always goes back to marketing. So as an artist, a creative, we're like, yeah, I want to paint awesome things, but I don't know marketing. I don't know how to market. And that's where I love, oh, hey, Ashley, thanks for being on here. And thank you for helping me last night. Beach sunset. Yeah, we did do the beach sunset. That's awesome. Yeah, and you'll have rights to the beach sunset as well. But what I've learned is that in this paint party business, there's not a lot of people that are out there that are just willing to go, okay, here's the marketing thing that you need to focus on right now. And that's where I love marketing just as much as I love painting. So my job, and I'm adding just a little bit of black. I'm going to come up here so y'all can see it. A little bit of black to the face right here. And that's where I love. I live, breathe, eat, sleep, everything to do with painting and how to get you ideas for your marketing. So every single month you're getting not only a painting tutorial that has everything you need to immediately start selling it as art kits or online paint parties, but you're also going to get a marketing and a social media tip that you can do that just propels your business forward. We talk a lot about Facebook Lives, especially now with so many people doing Facebook Lives to start doing their business. And what has happened, which at first I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be with all the COVID stuff, like this is going to be a disaster. And no, our paint party headquarter girls have stepped up. So I'm a big person in the fact that I want y'all to have several ways to make money, not just one way. And since, over 10 years ago, I went bankrupt, lost everything, my whole goal since then has been, how can I make different streams of income so that I'm not always dependent on just one way? And so that took me to a search of learning how to do stuff online. And that took me to a search of, throwing some boot camps to help people. And so a lot of people will go like, well, why are you trying to train up your competition? Well, my thought is, and these are facts that are happening right now, 50% more usage online right now. There are 1.73 billion with a B active daily Facebook users. There's 500 million with an M active Instagram users. Do you think my family needs 1.73 billion people to want to come to paint party headquarters or come to my paint parties for me to have a decent life? No. But because I have such a strong conviction or passion or whatever you want to say it is, and the fact that I know God wants me to share his love through art, and that medium is doing this through teaching paint parties and teaching you how to teach paint parties. Do you think that I'm nervous about training up my competition because 1.73 billion people isn't enough out there? No. We need more people that are brave, that have the confidence, that will go on a Facebook Live and talk about God, that will go on a Facebook Live and talk about how painting can heal and all of these great things. So that's why I am so passionate about helping you, because I know, I just put a little dot in his eye. I know that the more you get confident and that you're able to provide for your family because you're learning these skills, the more that you're going to be able to do the same thing. The more you're going to be able to, paint parties changed my family's life forever. Like, totally changed my life. If I would have stayed with that feeling in my gut, and yes, it's scary, it's terrifying, not saying it isn't, but if I would have just stayed in that feeling of like, oh, I should do this, I need to do this, but I'm too scared, I would have never known what God had for me. And the funny thing about the speech story, so I'm public speaking all the time now, whether it's a Facebook Live or in person at paint parties, which by the way, they will come back, and I am missing them so bad. They will come back. But what I've really noticed is as you start to practice, when I first started doing Facebook Lives, it was always my mom. And I was like, hi, mom. And then I had to stop saying hi, mom, because the replay happens, right? And then it started getting awkward because every time it was like, hi, mom, hi, grandma. Those were the only ones that were watching my Facebook Lives. Like, everybody has to start somewhere. And if you're just tuning in and you're ready to join Paint Party Headquarters, go ahead and put join in the comments and you'll get a link. JOIN in the comments. So here's one of the designs. Let me make sure I have everything on here. What am I missing? Maybe just a little bit of the darker pink. But when I first started doing, so in college I had to do a speech, and I was so traumatized about doing a speech in front of people that I created a jack-in-the-box head out of, hey Mary, happy Mother's Day to you too. I created a jack-in-the-box head out of a giant paper mache, because, being an art person, and I did a whole informative speech with a jack-in-the-box head on my head. I wear a suit and tie, I had a briefcase, and I walked in sweating bullets, but nobody could see my face. I was so traumatized and terrified. And so I did that entire speech like that, ended up getting an A, and then the more and more I practiced, the better. So yes, it's gonna be awkward at first, but I don't want you, out of fear, to not learn these things, because it's amazing what can happen. And we were sharing some of y'all's stories. We're gonna share more of these stories during the week. But yeah, this one right here is available for our paint party. Oh, I gotta add the stripes. I almost forgot. This makes it all come together. And this one's available for Paint Party Headquarters members to use immediately for their online paint parties, in person, as well as art kits. So to do stripes, it's just literally a 1-inch flat brush, and then you take it, gather up some paint, and then just kind of randomly move along. It's just a really, really simple thing, but it makes such a cool difference on your painting. So I'm going to show you. So here's how it looks like that, and here's how it looks like that. Isn't that cute? And then you can just kind of advise your paint party people to do the same thing. I do this a lot on some paintings, especially like fall or Christmas paintings, if they just need that little extra. And you can also do it with different colors too. Mary says, this is the best thing I did for my art studio. Y'all better jump in. You will absolutely love it. Oh, thank you for saying that. I know, just the marketing and social media alone, even if you don't use my painting designs, I think you're going to be very excited about all of the different stuff. And now that we have upgraded, we call it gold. So basically everybody gets to join at the $35 rate with the gold membership. So initially I was going to charge $20 more if you wanted the gold, which meant you would get access to all my paintings to use online as well. But then I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. So I decided this will be the last time, so you can get grandfathered in at that price, and then you'll get access to anything I create. So like this week, you'll see me be on a Facebook Live for quite a bit because of the opening. And any painting, I've already let the girls know, and the couple boys we have, you can join even if you're a guy, if you're wanting to do paint parties. I let them know, like anything you see me do, and you're gonna have access to immediately teach it. And then I'll make sure to have the tracer, and I'll make sure to have the colors ready. So see the difference, just a little bit of a black and white stripe made? What do y'all think? Let's see. Awesome. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions about Paint Party Headquarters before we go. We do have a webinar tonight. Kimberly says, I am not a good public speaker, but the hardest one was in my sign language class. I didn't even need to talk, but I had to sign a children's book. I was so nervous and sweating so bad that I had to move my arms and hands. It was so scary. Oh my gosh. I did a sign language thing. I'm going to take y'all off of here for a second. I did a sign language thing at my church years ago, and oh man, I was terrified too, Kimberly. I remember that. That was so scary. And here's the finished painting. So you can get a similar result. Let me hold them up side by side. What do y'all think? Do you like this design? Let me know in the comments if you like it. I had to make it that Panama City beach water. Okay, let me see. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me see if there's any questions. Let's see. Thank you. Wanted the gold membership. Yes, Deborah, you automatically get the gold membership for the $35 a month. Susan says, I'm so excited. I always wanted a sister, but now I have hundreds. Yes. Oh, that was the thing I wanted to just warn y'all about. Okay, so we are not a mean girls group. I have a hat, I should have worn it today, that says Mama Bear. And the reason why is when you enter Paint Party Headquarters, you're entering a sisterhood. And in this sisterhood, I am very, very protective. So here's the thing about the sisterhood. You want to, if you joined, Liz, should you watch all the videos? Right now, if you join right now, All you need to worry about is the welcome video. If you start watching everything right now, you are going to throw up. You're going to be so overwhelmed. Do not watch everything or you will be so overwhelmed. So we have a couple of things for you to do once you get in there. So make sure you are not going in to 2 years worth of stuff and feeling like you got to try to Netflix binge it all in one weekend. It will overwhelm you. So all of y'all that are joining before Monday night, I have a coffee on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and I'm going to be just literally pointing you through which 2 things you need to do first. Because again, you can't go in there and expect to try to get it all right now. It's a process. It takes time. But yeah, I was going to just say, when you go in there, this is not a mean girls group. Now, there are thousands of groups that you can join on Facebook, on, forums, whatever you want to call them nowadays, that are where you can, complain and bitch and do all of that. Now, I get that it's not all rainbows and unicorns. I understand that life sucks sometimes. I understand that sometimes we just want to vent. But what I want you to remember is when you're in Paint Party headquarters, there's a time to, yes, I need some help. This is what I'm struggling with. And then there's also a time when you go to post. If it's just you being negative and mean, I will delete and give you your money back as fast as you have given it to me, because I am very, very protective. This community, yes, we have, the app, we have the membership hub and the app to where you can go and get all your trainings and you don't even have to worry about Facebook. So if you're a person who's like, I don't really want to be on Facebook, I just want to get all your information, Heidi. Well, there's that method, right? Then there's also a Facebook private community for anyone who is paid for Paint Party headquarters. In there, we are sharing, we are praying for each other. We do a once a month. It's not mandatory. Nothing's mandatory. You can go at your own speed. But if you're, a praying girl like I am, once a month we do a prayer and gratitude meeting. And I think it's important because I truly believe that we have to always stop, take a step back, and remember that God's in control. He's the one that's making this happen. And so it's very, very, very important that, when you go to post, yes, I want you to post. Yes, I want you to ask questions. Yes, I want you to ask if you need prayer. But it is not a place just to gripe and moan and be negative. If you want to do that, go do that somewhere else, because I want to protect this where it feels like this heaven on earth, where we can go and not be afraid to share, oh, how does this look? What do I need to add? And that's what we've really created here. And with, now we're at like almost 900 members just in the first day of opening. We've added over 100 members just today. So I know we're going to have well over 1,000 members. And with that, I have it to where you can immediately post. So I never want to have a place where you come and you can't be in Michael's and you need help and you want to post and get people's, feedback. But if you're a person who's like posting and every time you post, it's like negative, or you're being mean to people, I will not have you in there. And I say that with lots of love because I want to be protective of what we've built here. Judy says, excited to join. I've been successful with in-person parties for 5 years with over 10,000 painters. Judy, I am so excited for you. And I am excited to share with you like the online stuff as well as sharing with you, art kits, all kinds of fun stuff. So cool. Oh, make sure if you're ready to join, just type join in the comments and we will send you a link, right? It'll go straight to your inbox and you can join. And then also we have tonight's masterclass. If you're like, hey, I'm interested in this, but I'm not real sure, go ahead and join. There's a link in the comments. We'll make sure to put that in the top as well. It's 7 p.m. We have room for 500 people, but if you can't be there live, don't worry, we will be sending a replay. Let's see. Yeah, don't watch all the videos. Oh my gosh. Okay. What time tonight? 7 p.m. Central. Gina says, no drama mama, Heidi. Yeah, no drama mama. I get we have issues and we need to work through them, but it's not a place to just bash people in a thread. This is not the group for that. If you have, some issues, you can message me privately. But yeah, we're not a place where we're just going to bash each other. Go to another group. Let's see. Deborah says, I don't have problems speaking to ladies at church, but Facebook is so different, not knowing actually what to say while painting. Deborah, I'll teach you some tricks with that, but it definitely comes with practice. So there's a lot of different things I'll show you in there. Thank you, Michelle. She says PPHQ is amazing. Linda says, don't forget the water at Panama City Beach is called Emerald Sea. I know. That's why I love adding that greenish because, man, it is my happy place. It is my happy place. Liz says it's 4 o'clock here. What time is it in Texas? I have no idea. We're Central Time. It should be probably 3. I'm thinking maybe 3. Let's see. Yeah, Paint Party Headquarters is a safe haven. This group has given me inspiration to create original projects. Thanks, Heidi, for the inspiration from Connie. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Nancy, you get a membership hub and an app. So when you sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, you actually have a Paint Party Headquarters app on your phone. So you could be doing the trainings from your phone. You could, everything. It's so, so cool. Let's see. Yeah, Julie says, we don't have any time for negativity. I know the people that are sitting around complaining forever. Yeah, we don't really have time for a lot of that. Kimmy says, how religious is the post? So Paint Party Headquarters, I am very upfront and open because I don't want people joining Paint Party Headquarters and then they're like, oh my gosh, this girl's going to talk about God, right? Because when I first started to think about how I wanted to create Paint Party Headquarters, every time I came back to the drawing board, there's no way I could separate it. With that being said, there are people that are, not praying people, and that's totally fine. You can still learn a zillion things with marketing, with social media, but I do want you to know that I do a prayer and gratitude meeting once a month. It's optional. You, of course, don't have to come. And then also, you will see me talk about God. Like, I can't not do it. I just can't not talk about God when I talk about my business. So I just want you to know, we would love to have you. If you get in there and you're like, okay, I can't be in this, that's totally fine. You can cancel it anytime. We actually have a lot of talk is about art kits and paint parties, and we really try to stick to all of that stuff. But I can't sit here and say I'm not going to talk about God. So I just, when I talk about Paint Party Headquarters, I'm very open about that because the last thing I want you to do is to join it and be like, oh my gosh, what is this girl, trying to, and I don't try to shove it down your throat or anything like that. But I also, am very, 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 what's the word? How can I say this? There's a lot of times when I can't help it because I'm a person who prays big. I'm a person who expects miracles, and and there's a lot of women that are praying for each other and praying for their businesses. So yes, we have tons of talk about paint parties and tons of talk about things like that. But I also know that we're human. We've had people, today's Mother's Day, and we've had people that have lost their kids recently. And that's human. That is stuff that people are going through. And I can't run Paint Party Headquarters and not have the human aspect of it because, again, I'm a sensitive, creative soul and I feel a lot just like you do. And so I really can't separate it. I can't separate it. But in that same saying, we try to keep the flow of what is in Paint Party Headquarters all about the trainings. And then also, if you don't want to be a part of the Facebook group, you can always just do the trainings through your app or through your website. And then that is direct to the point. Here's what you do to get your Facebook page growing. Here's what you do to get this happening. Things like that. And those of y'all that are just joining on, if you hit join or type join, you'll be able to get a link directly to Paint Party Headquarters, and we would love to welcome you in. And Jamie Tucker says, I have literally felt the prayers from PPHQ in the last couple weeks. It has been a very dark time in my life until the PPHQ sisters caught wind of it, feeling so much better. Yeah, there is something with the power of prayer. Something with the power of prayer. We actually all set our alarms at noon Central every Monday, and we pray for 1 minute. So just for each other, and everybody just does it by themselves. Debbie says, best Mother's Day gift ever. Join Paint Party Group. Yay, this is a great way to celebrate Mother's Day. You could give yourself a gift and you don't even have to feel bad about it. And because it's a business expense, you can write it off every month. Okay. Oh, yay. Stacy's going to join. So awesome. Let me make sure there's no more last questions before I go. And Dawn Nestle says, I love that about you, sharing your faith. It's a big reason I joined. I was looking for a business to share art and God's love. When I saw your ad and you talked about sharing God's love for art, I knew this is what I was looking for. Oh, thank you for saying that. Yes, we have lots of people welcoming. Good afternoon, Heidi. Happy Mother's Day. You too, Shannon. So what does your video setup look like? Do you want to see this disaster? I can show you. It's a disaster right now. Let's see. Should previous Paint Party sisters wait for the replay so you don't fill up the room? Yeah, Sherry, that's probably a great idea. That's probably a great idea. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, any of the Paint Party headquarters sisters, if you want to, I will send a replay and I'll actually make sure I post it into Paint Party headquarters. So if y'all don't mind, if you can let the new people that are interested come tonight at 7, since we do have so many people registered. And then yes, that is a great idea. I'll share the replay of the masterclass tonight. Judy said, joined right now. Can't wait to be encouraged. So exciting. Signed up this morning. Awesome, Brenda. Welcome. So cool. Kimmy says, appreciate your honesty. You're so welcome. I just never want to offend people, but I definitely want you to know where I'm coming from. Liz says, I'm so excited to start filling my calendar. So cool. Yeah, you're the real thing. Yeah, I am transparent and I do overshare. Deb says, I love and appreciate Heidi's openness about her faith. One reason this group is so strong and amazing. I can't imagine where I'd be without Jesus. Amen to that. Oh, good. We have a lot of people too. Yeah. Kimmy says, I get that. I've seen a lot of your videos and I get it. You're genuine and was after it was in your face. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, we have Linda that joined too. Awesome. Yeah, just type join if you want to join. So cool. Okay, so we have so many people in. Let's see if you are wanting to see this disaster of a table. Let's see. Connie says, it's comforting even when you're not super religious. Oh, yeah. I talked to one of our members who's Jewish the other day, and she's been in Paint Party headquarters for a while. And so, she's not joining for the prayer groups or anything like that, but she's learning so much just through the marketing and the social media. Because as y'all know, I'm pretty much an open book. Okay, so we have lots of new people. So excited. Okay, so let me see. Do y'all want to see the crazy? Sherry says, because we could fill that room up in no time. Yeah, with all of the members. Yes. Okay, do y'all want to see the crazy art studio table? Let me know. I'm not going to show it unless there's yeses because it's embarrassing. Let me get a drink of tea while I see. And then again, if you're ready to join, go ahead and join. Type join. Go ahead and type join, and then let's see. Ooh, I might not have to show it. Oh, Shannon says yes. Dang it, Shannon. Okay. All right, so we got some yeses come in. Okay, so here is, we cleaned up a little bit, but here's the new painting that all Paint Party headquarters will have rights to. So a great summer painting to start off with. Again, you could do this online. We opened today, so we have our sign. So here's kind of my paint wall. We try to keep that stocked. And then we have just all of the different paintings that I'll kind of go back and forth to. And then we've cleaned up over here, but then we have not cleaned up over here. So this is kind of the craziness. We have time lapses going. I always try to get y'all to do time lapses. So I'll use Pixie's phone and do a time lapse. And then I have this, and then I can sometimes I'll do an iPad in here if I'm trying to film. Oh, crap. Hold on. We got something coming out. Sorry about that. I almost lost Pixie's phone. Oh, I'm replaying the time lapse. Look. I accidentally hit play. And then I have started a mural on this side, but it's not done. There's my US cutter. I want to know how you get the paint down next to the ceiling. Oh yeah, here's how I do it. Either a chair or I do a jump. So I'm pretty tall. Most people don't realize I'm tall until they meet me in person. But I just hit it and then I grab it. Did y'all see that? That's my trick. Okay. So we have been kind of cleaning up since we've had time because of the Corona stuff. We've had a little more time. But then we just got these new cabinets, which I'm so thankful from Nebraska Furniture Mart. And then this is where I will play Hallmark movies. And then this is where I have like lots and lots of stuff. And then over here, this was actually a dining room. So these, Bobby and Pixie, they so graciously filled all the cabinets with paint. So Pixie has like a little section over here. And then we have basically paint. Lots and lots of paint. And then here, black glue, vintage paint, all my metallics, all different kinds of things. Treadmill oil for doing, paint pours. Lots and lots of stuff. Glitter, all kinds of stuff. And then here are my stencils. So I'm still trying to, I've had lots of y'all give me tips on how to store my stencils. Because this entire box is filled with stencils. And I use those with all of my stuff. With a ton of my parties. So like this one, for example, you can tell is just covered in paint. I use it for floors, tables, pretty much everything. And then Friday, I'm going to be on Essential Stencil doing a really cool tutorial with, I think this one right there. Yeah, I do have, I don't have a silhouette, but I do. So this is kind of the chaos y'all can see. So we have ring lights going on. This is a 10-foot table. I'm so grateful. My parents gave me this table, so I just cover it. And then we don't really care about the floor because it's an art studio. So we just make it really fun and messy in here. And then this is my cutter that I use. It's a US cutter. I don't recommend it unless you are doing like giant parties. So I do parties anywhere from 6 people on up to 100, and I think 29 has been my highest. My goal is to hit 200 for in-person. I've hit more than that online, but for in-person, we're at 129. And then just some fun stuff. So we just have a lot of fun stuff. And then this is just part of it. We also have an art garage where I have tons and tons of stuff. And then hundreds and hundreds of brushes. So this is just a very small section. But again, I've been doing this for a long, long time. So it's not like I just started this. So it's definitely a growing period from the last, for over 10 years that I've been teaching this. So anyway, I just wanted to say, we know Heidi would not be using treadmill oil for exercising. Michelle, you know me well. I hate exercising so much. I hate it with a passion. Oh my gosh. So my word of the year, I don't do resolutions, but I do words of the year. And my word of the year was athletic. I'm going to be athletic this year. And I still have time, but I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it. Okay, so yeah, put me in front of a paintbrush all day long. I'm a happy girl. But once you start trying to make me exercise, not happy. Okay, so we have Paint Party Headquarters open to the public. All you have to do is type join in these comments. You're going to get a link directly to where you can join. This will be the last time we open to the public until September. This will be the last time. We have it at $35 a month. So if you pay the year, you get a month free. But if you pay the monthly, it's $35 a month and you can cancel it anytime. If you do pay the year and you get the month free, you have to wait for the year to end up canceling. But I don't think you're going to want to cancel. So like I said, we have upgraded the whole experience. So we have every single design that I create. So if you see that butterfly and you're like, oh, I love that, you can literally paint it right now if you're a member and you have rights to it. The only thing I ask is that if you do leave us, which I hope you don't, but if you do leave us, it does not mean you have access to all of my paintings for the entire life. So make sure as a member, I am very, very, very giving. Like you'll have rights to things, you'll have, tracers, designs, all of these wonderful things that are like things I wish I would have had as a paint party person, but I didn't have anybody out there. So there were so many things. Frida, I don't mind if you do Frida. That's kind of like a mimic. I'm actually going to be doing a version of this bird this week. So all Paint Party Headquarter members will have access to a version. I'm going to do a little bit of a version of that. So watch for that. This week I'm going to be painting like crazy. So as you join Paint Party Headquarters, just know anything I'm painting on Texas Art and Soul, you're gonna have rights to. And Tony says, best decision I made. Love Heidi in the group. We have been building a house, moving this week, and can't wait to get started working on my paint party business. So excited. The last thing I would have to say is when I built Paint Party Headquarters, literally, it was out of a need that I had that couldn't find. Then I realized that it was making things faster. And then the coolest thing was once we, this Corona thing happened and we started getting people to do online paint parties, we started getting people to do art kits. Now they're having 3 different ways to make money: through paint parties online, through art kits, through in-person parties once they start back again. And I think what happened was we went from, everybody thinking there's this one way to make money to going, oh my gosh, there's endless opportunities with this if we want to take it. So I just want to say, and again, the other thing that really, really, really surprised me, no, Anita, there's not a Frida tutorial, but I don't mind if you're a painter and you see something I've done, I don't mind as long as you're a member, you can look at it and copy it if you want. But yeah, you're so welcome, Tony. But I think the main thing that I did not see coming is like, yes, me and my team are putting out a lot for you. But what I didn't realize was how much y'all were going to be giving back to me and to each other. So I know it's not all rainbows and unicorns, but Paint Party Headquarters is as close as you can get to rainbows and unicorns. It's really, really an awesome, awesome place. So anyway, I hope you'll join us. Make sure you just put join in the comments. Again, the doors are open until Thursday. Then we close the doors again to the public until September. So if you are anywhere interested, make sure you check it out. You're going to love it. And then when you get in, don't be overwhelmed, okay? Take control of your overwhelm. Because I'm going to, anybody who joins before midnight on Monday night, I am going to be teaching you, having coffee with you. I'm going to be able to see your face. You're going to be able to see my face. And then we're going to be just, getting you ready to go, kind of a fast start, quick meeting, because I know it can be overwhelming when you're coming into something like this new. Judy says, do you talk about taxes are different for party kits versus the service of hosting parties? I'm hoping to learn about that. Sherry says, just do it. Girls, don't miss out. Go ahead and type join in the comments if you're interested. So Judy, we have 2 different trainings on taxes. One of them is from Connie, who is a member in Paint Party Headquarters, and she is a tax accountant. Now, you will be able to see that training as soon as you join. And I just want to say there is a big disclaimer at the beginning that I say I am not a tax professional. Here's the thing. We teach people all over the world how to make money teaching paint parties online, in person, and with art kits. Now, if I was to say, here's how it is for everybody, I would end up getting you probably thrown in jail. So instead of me saying, here's how it is for everybody, I say, here is a resource. However, you need to find a trusted CPA because every single state is different. And again, I can teach you all there is to know about paint parties, so I'm blue in the face. I can do it with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back because I've been doing this so long. I know it in and out. However, when it comes to taxes, I have 2 different trainings for you to help you along that path, but I highly recommend that you are reaching out to a trusted CPA and getting that information. Okay, let's see. And also I wanted to say, so Jessica, she just signed up. Welcome. Congratulations. And I'm trying to join the Facebook group. Awesome. Yeah, Ashley, we don't want to go to jail. I don't want to send any of y'all to jail. So Jessica and everyone else who is joining, here's a little bit about how it works. So you type join in the comments. You join, you select either the $35 a month or you get them 1 month free and do the yearly payment. Then once you do that, there's going to be this welcome video and it's me welcoming you along. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see the welcome video. It's really cool. And then you're going to have a direct access to start looking through the trainings. That's where I want you to take a deep breath. It's 2 years worth of information. Remember, today's the 2-year anniversary. Happy birthday, Paint Party Headquarters. So 2 years worth of information. So I want you to not try to go through it all today because you will throw up. You will be so overwhelmed, you won't know what to do. So what I want you to do instead is I want you to just breathe, look around, pretend like you're at Barnes & Noble's just browsing. You're not really going to read every book in Barnes & Noble's. You're just browsing. And then don't worry. On Tuesday, all of you that have joined between now and Monday night, on Tuesday around 9 a.m., I'm going to send you a special link just for you. You're going to click on that link and at 10 a.m., I'm going to be live with you face to face, all the people that join, so I can get you started doing the first things you need to do. Okay? So right now you're just kind of getting in there, you're looking around, you're browsing, you're not trying to take over the paint party world in a weekend. Okay? So can everybody just put a Y if you agree with me? Like just put a Y. Just let me know if you can do that for me. Because I just want you to not get in there, get overwhelmed, and then go, oh, I made a bad decision. Because I promise you, we are going to handhold you the whole way, but we've got to get y'all in there and get you settled, and then we can teach you exactly what we need to teach you. Because if you're trying to do it all right now, you will literally overwhelm yourself and not know where to go. So, pinky promise? Everybody pinky promise? Do not go in there and try to binge watch everything in 12 hours, okay? You got to promise me. Let's see. Oh, Susan says it's my one day anniversary with Paint Party Headquarters. 1 day or 1 year? Did you just join? If you just joined, 1 day. Okay, good. Lots of people are agreeing. Yes. Don't try to do it all at once. All right, and those of y'all that are just popping on, we are open. So we have a few days left. We're just going to be open for a few days. Go ahead and type join, and you'll immediately get a link so that you can sign up and register today. And then just give our team some grace. A lot of times when you're joining something like this, again, we have, we're expecting hundreds of new members. So we are 800 strong, almost 900 strong, I think, maybe more by the time this live is over. So what I want you to do is just give us grace. If you are stuck at any point, or, just give us some grace with getting you into the group. Don't binge watch everything right now. Just take some time to just get excited. Grab your journal, start writing what you want out of this experience, all of those wonderful things. Pamela says, I'm wanting to do paint parties online. I need the information, so what do I need to do? Type join, and we're going to give you a whole course on how to do paint parties online, in addition to everything you need to know about that. So you're definitely in the right place. All right, guys, I'm excited. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to get ready for tonight. We have a 7 p.m. webinar all about, it's a paint party masterclass about doing things online, the future of paint parties. And we're excited. We have something really cool. We have lots of cool things planned this week for the opening, the 2-year anniversary. So I just want to say welcome. And all of the paint party ladies, I'm going to be sharing more of your stories this this week. I did a post in Paint Party Headquarters, and I said, share whether it's a small victory or a big victory. And so we're going to be printing those off and trying to share them throughout the whole week. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for being so kind and welcoming in these new women that I know that are starting a business. They're scared. I mean, remember when you came in, like you're nervous, you're scared, you don't know where to go. It's kind of like when you start a college class, like you don't know where to go. You know, like, where do I get my books? Where do I get my stuff? Like, you know, it's the same type of feeling, and we understand that. So just know that we are excited for you. We have been expecting you. We have been praying for you. We are just ready. So excited. So go ahead and type join, and then we'll get started from there. All right. Yes, it's 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, I'll see y'all tonight. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.